Way to go, hon!
Good job, good job.
Well, I finished the Riding Mountain Triathlon today, and I have to tell you what a wonderful experience this has been. The host and hostess of the race, Ellis Crouston, I think it's pronounced, and Debbie, just put on a wonderful experience for everybody. Starting off with bagpipes piping us to the beach for our swim. Oh, what an exhilarating thing that might be. I mean, you get 180 men or 150 men being piped onto a beach by a bagpipe. It's truly emotional. And so in all there were 400 plus racers today, and of course there was a combination of sprint lengths and Olympic lengths and duathlon lengths, and all different ages, both men and women, some elite athletes and some people doing the try, which is just a way of getting started into the world of triathlon. The weather was just incredible, beautiful, clear sky for the most part, slightly cloudy if at all, and temperature in low 70s throughout most of the race, so there was no overheating whatsoever. The 130 plus volunteers were at every corner helping to tell you which way to go, and the water was, there was no wind of any consequence, so the water was just nice and clear and smooth. So the swim part went well. There was some traffic on the highway for the bike run, but it was well behaved and it looked like it was being carefully monitored, and the drivers were obviously very aware of the fact that there were bikers on either side of them. The run was another exceptional part of the race. It ran along the shore for 2.5 kilometers, further for the Olympic style. And I'm proud to say that I came in first in my age category. And that's easy for me to do no matter how hard or how little I try throughout the race, because I'm the only one in that age category. So as a result, I won a gold medal for my age group of 65 to 69. As I said, that was because I was the only one to compete in that age category. I think I was the slowest person in the race. Perhaps there was one other person that was slower than me, but I'm not sure if that was because they were disqualified or not. But when I looked down the whole list of all the sprint athletes, my name was definitely at the bottom. Now, what's interesting is that they did the race into two sections as far as the sprint is concerned. Well, the race really started off with the Olympic athletes. They went out first. They have twice the distance to go as the sprint athletes to go. So they went out 45 minutes before. So they were completing their swim when we were just starting. And they all went as a group, both men and women together. The sprint group that I was in was divided into two sections. So the men went first, and then that was followed by the women. Well, it didn't take very long into the swim, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, for me to realize that I would obviously be the last person in the race again, because all the men were ahead of me. And I mean, that was true all the way through the swim part, and then when I got to the bike, then I realized that I was also the last man on the bike to go, but I was ahead of the women. So, you know, you want to talk about somewhat of a humbling experience, is to realize that you're the slowest man on the course. But what is even more humbling, but there's a double-edged sword to this. I mean, it's say the negative part is humbling, but there's a positive side. What is even more humbling is the fact that the only people that are passing you are women. So, because of the way they set up the race. So most of my race was spent being passed by exceptionally fit women. And that's the double-edged sword. That, even though it was humbling, it was a very pleasant experience. We've had a wonderful week here. We spent 11 days, and we're going to start to pack up and go back to Regina. We'll be back there tomorrow night, and next year we're going to come back for sure. And I'd like to come back here to train, so we might even come back twice. We'll come back maybe in July, and then we'll come back again in August to do this race. Thank God that we could do this sort of thing.